양수리를 갔다 와서 한숨 자고 일어났는데, 자, 에너지가 좋을 때 또 무제한 한번 읽겠습니다. 미친 듯이 읽어보는 시간입니다. Children's Human Body Encyclopedia. Discover how our amazing bodies work. It's amazing. The nerve signals for pain go slower than those for touch. The future of money, how the digital revolution is transforming currencies and finance. But do spare a thought amid the discussion of the virtues of cash for the merchant, for whom transacting in cash is expensive, raises security risk, and is prone to employ theft or fraud. Clearly, not everyone will mourn the end of cash unless times turn apocalyptic. Apocalyptic. How we learn the surprising truth about when, where, and why it happens. Those who worked on the fixed ones solved 2 on average compared to 5 for the unfixed group. Unfixed groups. The learning disability myth. Understanding and overcoming your child's diagnosis of dyspraxia. The underlying problems that allowed the dystonia to come to the fore were also addressed by therapy carried out at home with just the occasional phone call to monitor progress. Morning edition. The growing interest in Sorio now is much like the 1960s, said Ellen. Over success, healing the American obsession with wealth, fame, power, and perfection. America's obsession, the social and psychological cost. Success is the one unpardonable sin against our fellows. The 100 simple secrets of great relationship. Don't romanticize the past. Wow. Don't romanticize the past. We tend to have a positive notion of the past. Masters of scale, surprising truths from the world's most successful entrepreneurs. The first 6 months everywhere are difficult, but then I realized that I had to do it my way, and they brought me in to do it my way. Win. The key principles to take your beatings from ordinary to extraordinary. By summer of 2009, Goldman had already paid back the $10 billion loan from the government with the interest 23%. In fact, the 5 big lies about American business, combating smears against the free market economy. Statistics from every region of the United States, in fact, show no evidence that even the most costly and elaborate new rail systems succeed in reducing traffic or trimming commute times. NLP, the new technology of achievement, neuro-linguistic programming. Ask yourself if only circumstance motivated basketball legend Michael Jordan or celebrated American painter Jasper Jones or world-renowned choreography T or singer-songwriter Bruce. Whatever their circumstances may have contributed, these people were internally motivated by their desire to make a difference. First principles, 5 keys to restoring America's prosperity. As monetary historian Allen argues in his history of the Fed, coordination meant that the Federal Reserve would not raise interest rate much, if at all, even if that might risk higher inflation. Tell me the when. When do birds migrate? However, the temperature in the summer is hot. Growth IQ. Get smarter about the choices that will make or break your business. Being an inspiration is gratifying. Being a catalyst is satisfying. Word of mouth marketing. How smart companies get people talking. They will also be able to figure out where his store is. That's how you get good word of mouth. It's okay to manage your boss. You'll be able to clarify expectation for yourself and help your boss set you up for success. Lend me your ears. Great speeches in history. Shall we pretend that we can thus acquire an honest right to exact the labor of these people? A good night sleep, deciding if the latest sleep medication are right for you. The first approach. The first approach is to look for factors that might be contributing to the symptoms. The end of old age, living a longer, more purposeful life. The answers show you what your purpose in life is. The great warming, climate change, and the rise and fall of civilization. The most extreme over the past 1100 years. Ignore this book and your own peril. Rework. Niche media over mass media. 13 secrets of world-class achievers. Create your plan. What specifically have you done or are going to do to achieve your goal? The man who lied to his laptop. What machines teach us about human relationship? If the body is experiencing the reactions associated with a particular emotion. The brain recognizes this and reinforces that emotion cognitively. The art of using strategic persuasion to sell your ideas. It also gives you a chance to tell a special kind of story, the story of the hunt. The only diet and fitness manual you will ever need. Getting rich your own way. Achieve all your financial goals faster than you ever thought possible. Why would they buy from you? Determine why your ideal customer will buy from you. The greater the demographic, aging societies, waning inequality, and an inflation revival, a changing structure of employment. Outside the box, how globalization changed from moving stuff to spreading ideas. Many borrowers qualified for loans thanks only to artificially low initial interest rate. When the rate rose steeply after 3 or 4 years, they could no longer afford the monthly payments. Perspective in nutrition. Coupons are given to purchase milk, cheese, fruit juice, cereal, infant formula, and other specific food items at grocery stores. Light out, pride, delusion, and the fall of General Electric, closing cost. The shell of a company they had tried to buy in the spring of 2014 had dried up into a carcass. Historical periods. What were the original Union State? Historical maps show information about what happened in the past and where the events took place. The how of happiness, a new approach to getting the life that you want. Find the sacred in ordinary life. Why she buys the new strategy for reaching the world's most powerful consumers. Prices lessons for your business. Key takeaways from MasterCard include storytelling is one of the most powerful techniques for creating an emotional connection with women. The oldest form of communication is still the best. The future depends on what we do in the present. Always a winner. Finding your competitive advantage in an up and down economy. 65 successful Harvard Business School application essay. All the ASL, TBS never made the New York Times bestseller list. The experience stand out because I recognized an opportunity, assessed and accepted the risk, executed the entire project on a tight budget and in a short time frame, and succeeded. The techniques of writing the minute, narrative minute, having seen the minimum requirements, the next minute to examine is the maximum possible, the narrative minute. Good narrative minutes will take as much or more time to write up than a prescript, but will be the more informative. Barack Obama, A Promised Land. White globes and black berets carried the heavy cases, one by one, to the rows of waiting vehicles. The world silent except for the howl of wind and the cadence of steps. Rise of the robots, technology, and the threat of jobless of the future. My point here is not to suggest that large numbers of artists or musical composers will soon be out of a job. The field guide to geology, shallow continental seas withdrew at post. One simple idea for startup and entrepreneurs. Live your dreams and create your own profitable company. If your product sells, stories will order it again and again. The art of worldly wisdom. There is a certain distinction of the soul, a high-mindedness prompting to gallant acts that give an air of grace to the whole character. Service is frontal stage, positioning services for value advantage. The service proposition has to be further detailed. What kind of decision she pressed? $1 billion portfolio. How to build and grow a panic-proof investment portfolio. The upside is that even against such losses, such expensive, dramatic losses, a few winners will tilt your portfolio heavy into the black. Modern topics. Have you ever been fishing? What did you catch? What did you catch? Everyday Indian. Collection of over 100 essential recipes. Transfer the yogurt mixture to a blender or food processor and whisk until a paste forms. Smart Talk, the public speaker's guide to success in every situation. From time to time, all of us need to say no. Deadlines and disruption. My turbulent path from print to the digital, Lee Boylinger's task force. Like some mutating genes, the CUNY Graduate School of Journalism was partly born out of my experiences at the Columbia Journalist School. A madam is one who offers advice to the lovelorn. Homestyle in Indonesian cooking. Then mash the well. Mash. Fight for your money. How to stop getting ripped off and save a fortune. Learn the secret big business doesn't want you to know. You don't pay a cent in taxes on the earnings you put into the plan or on any of the returns your money generated over the years. The one device, the secret history of the iPhone. Though it would take a decade to orchestrate the GSM test program, complete the technical specification, and align the politics, it was a behemoth effort of technical cooperation and diplomatic negotiation. Focus, the hidden driver of excellence. A highly readable manifesto for turning our smartphones off once in a while. Chapter 2 Basics. Principles of Psychology. Meta-awareness, perceptual decoupling, and the wandering mind. When you can get this, seize the moment to be the first, as the position will help you from here on out. Coaching for performance. But they could certainly use a good coach and some self-development and feedback. Today we are rich, harnessing the power of total competence. Note each one and commit yourself to acting on them by a certain deadline. The Fusion Marketing Bible to maximize your marketing. This is why only repetitive advertising eventually works if you can afford it. Your best year yet, 10 questions for making the next 12 months your most successful ever. As you review your performance and your intention for each role every week, you'll be able to think about what you want or what you need to do for yourself. The Personal MBA, Master the Art of Business. The tourists in Times Square aren't the evil, they are just the overwhelmed. Cognitive scope of the limitation. One death is a tragedy. A million deaths is statistics. How pleasure works, the new science of why we like what we like. We have developed the ability to cope with more from this medium, and our expertise has shaped our preference. In Sultan Wider's play, Our Town, a young woman dies and discovers that she has the opportunity to live one day of her life over again. Stop the insanity, move, breathe, eat, change the way you look and feel forever. Measure the circumference of your chest at the full exhale point. The age of the unthinkable. Global capitalism increased the rift between rich and the poor. They capture the good from avalanches of changing without letting the bad wipe them out. You can begin again. Other women displays their sadness and increase self-knowledge by reading about divorce and attending support workshops, including informal classes on financial management and investment. Displays. Kickstart your business, brand, and job search. The answers function enable you to use your own knowledge to answer questions posed by other people. Will reduce the injury and accident rate. Real moms exploring the myths of motherhood. Asking for and receiving help helps others around us. One counselor prods us with these words. We wrap ourselves in a protective coating to keep from getting hurt, but our lovely layers are ridiculously transparent, like Sarah. Overcoming addiction, the spiritual solution, but we intuitively place them in a different category than users of heroin or cocaine. The money book for the young, fabulous, and broke. You might not have had the time or money to build up a large enough cash reserve to cover life's inevitable supplies. Born reading, bringing up bookworms in a digital age, from picture books to e-books and everything in between. You can visit the bookstore and make your own collection, giving your kid a chance to pick out a special book. Marketing in the age of Google, which in turn led me to some great information about local hotels, restaurants, and shops. The story of running underwater. Please tell us. 50 successful Harvard application essay. What worked for them can help you get into the college of your choice. And just by touching the keys in another place, I could control the left-hand harmonies and vary the warmth of the tone. Become the boss. New rules for the next generation of leaders. Black says is evidenced by the teams or organization they selected to participate in. Operation Christmas Child, a gift that brings good news and great joy. Startup communities, building an entrepreneurial ecosystem in the city. One core challenge for federal, state, and local technology policy discussion is that the entrepreneurs and the companies not every born yet are not represented. We have a deal how to negotiate with intelligence, flexibility, and power. They are prepared, full of useful information, and brimming with creative insight. The Cancer Book. 101 stories of courage, support, and the love. The stories in this book are not just brilliant and moving and often funny. They reach down in a variety of ways and touch us in the deepest place where fear and hope reside. Mars and Venus on a Date, a guide for navigating the 5 stages of dating to create a loving and lasting relationship. This practice is particularly important for people who repeatedly find themselves attracted to people who disappoint them. Each time you are able to follow your feelings of attraction And then after you get to know the person, that person goes away. You are actually preparing yourself to the attracted to the right one. Time traps. Proven strategies for swamped salespeople. I started selling only what I knew worked because I couldn't lie anymore. So my managers told me to either close more deals or find another job, the quota trap, wasting time counting sales. The grieving child, a primer for parents in helping their children through the process of grief. I would be concerned too if I discovered that my child was using the death of the situation to gain some advantage for himself or to get out of some trouble that he had created, using the death as an excuse for some undesirable behavior. First, break all the rules. Based on in-depth interviews by the Gallup organization of over 80,000 managers in over 400 companies. You are the best the company has and the best I have ever had the privilege of managing. Outrageous fortunes. The 12 surprising trends that will reshape the global economy. These people will be poor locals. To be fair, there aren't that many in Bahrain, or laborers imported especially for the purpose from poor countries nearby. How to lead. Wisdom from the world's greatest CEOs, founders, and game changers. To remind people, in 1976, General Ford was president, but he had never been elected. Life cycle investing, a new, safe, and audacious way to improve the performance of your retirement portfolio. Buying stock on margin. The traditional way people obtain leverage and sometimes get themselves in trouble is by buying stock on margin. Here comes everybody. Revolution doesn't happen when society adopts new technology. It happens when society adopts new behaviors. Here's the list of the 15 most active meetups the year after the site had launched. Topic: Witches. Little Black Book, a toolkit for working women. Copyright to protect original creative works. Example, written work, music, photograph, etc., and give the creator of the work in question the right to determine how and by whom their work is used by other people, if at all. Business is people. Under this system, no one is afraid to make a suggestion because he knows he won't be criticized. Everyday Italian. Transfer to a lightly oiled baking sheet and push up the edge with your fingers to form a small rim. Influence. How women soaring economic power will transform our world for the better. Both branches voted for same-sex marriage and to repeal capital punishment, allow medical marijuana use, and boost the gas tax by 15%. 5-day weekend. Freedom to make your life and work rich with a purpose. Study their experience and track record. Understand what value they bring to the table. Management in 20 minutes, 200 key concepts explained in an instant. Participating, selling, delegating, telling. High delective, low supportive. 100 things successful people do. Little exercise for successful living. Inspiring and practical. Am I keeping this as straightforward as possible? Wired and dangerous. How your customers have changed and what to do about it. Congruence. How to get the service setting in balance. Healthy aging. A lifelong guide to your well-being. Unordinary will or last testament mainly concerns the disposition of one's material possession at death. What is six of the sigma? Yes, it may indeed mean some extra work for you, but again, though, it does not mean that you, your department, or anyone is being targeted for blame. Spacious mind, why we believe conspiracy theories. More generally, surveys consistently find that African Americans are more likely than other demographics to feel that they could be used as guinea pigs without consent and to doubt their position. Fully explain research participation information. The 100 simple secrets of successful people. Because if we tried to grow too fast, we wouldn't be able to maintain our purpose. The psychology of money, timeless lesson on wealth, greed, and the happiness. He responded, I'm always pushing the content team. Big data, a revolution that will transform how we live, work, and think. Our fast thinking mode is in for an extensive and lasting reality check. The marketing rules, lessons from the best marketing books of all time, from business news to sports to the gossip. Coach yourself to success. One-on-one tips from a personal coach for reaching your goals at work and in life. You don't have to change the world. Stop acting rich and start living like a real millionaire. The grapes of wrath, wine, and luxury are not the way to riches. Proverbs chapter 21. Life in the balance. A physician's memoir of life, love, and loss with Parkinson's disease and dementia will significantly impact how it affects others. In short, the patient is in a position to exacerbate or ease the burden that family members must bear. The Beauty Bible. From acne to wrinkles and everything in between. How skin ages and the wrinkles. There isn't any one cause can be addressed with a cosmetic to erase or minimize the inevitable, because the aging process itself is so complex and intricate. Shoe Addicts Anonymous. Life is all about the perfect fit. The first was a trip to a fast food restaurant. 10 minutes, 10 months, and 10 years. The best decision-making tool ever. No matter what your career, I assured Olivia, you will have career dilemmas. billion-dollar lessons. One you can learn from the most inexcusable business failures of the last 25 years and the 190 relay station over 2,000 miles between Missouri and Sacramento to speed mail service in 1860. Thinking backwards, the art of problem solving in business. If you have calculated water reservoir capacity and the water pump depths that are based on the average rainfall in Mali over the past 20 years, you should run a calculation whereby by the rainfall over 2 year period is only half the minimum amount of rain over the past 20 years. Hot to the hot. That has become my trademark. Casino Llama deals excitement. Dark the blue. No, really, I meant it. I admire you too. Making children mind without losing yours. The third time I remembered when you had said and decided to take action rather than just use the words. A glimpse of the heart. When a family would no longer pay for education, she went to work as an English teacher and interpreter. Shocking. Fast and furious. In fact, marketing, technology for humanity are the data set, such as social and media data, are external data and must be acquired via third-party providers. The leadership secret of Santa Claus, how to get big things done in your workshop all year long. Teach success the skills. It was several years ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday. The science of success, the secret to getting what you want. His stomach by a digestive principle, and so on. The principle of health is one. Secrets of mind power. Once a thing becomes a habit, the power of focus. What the world's greatest achievers know about the secret to financial freedom and success. Sometimes it can be painful and may not work out the way you want it to. Here's a phrase that will help you step into your fear. Every Monday matters. How to keep your week up with passion, purpose, and positivity. In every community, there is work to be done. No fear of failure or high level of competence was needed. Models attract women through honesty and an example of jeans and t-shirt that fitted well. Born for this. How to find the work you are meant to do. I chose the course. The hard question. 100 essential questions to ask before you say I do. Do we want to be free to redecorate as our taste change, or do we expect to invest in quality that will last a lifetime? Make your point, speak clearly and concisely, any place at any time. they immediately get a more positive response from others. The positive energy scale aim to be in the zone, over the top, in the zone, neutral, better day, better life. Make your point. Don't sweat the small stuff for moms. Simple ways to stress less and enjoy your family more. If you want to be on Facebook, I'm going to be your friend. Once your kids become twins, it is all but impossible to prohibit them from the internet, and they become very savvy about how to get around restriction. 많이 읽었구만. 45분 읽었네.